Hey Saggies, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to be providing a oracle reading just to change up the energies a bit. And I'm going to be starting off with two cards, and I'm going to be asking what it is that is happening now and what information do Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus need to hear in order to understand this better. I will also be providing a past, present, and future three-card spread of tarot and closing the reading with a Archangel Animal Oracle card for additional guidance and advice. So when I was meditating, Sag, it's a bit difficult when I meditate for my sun signs, depending on the astral chart, whether sidereal or tropical. I'm Sagittarian in tropical astrology. So it kind of took me a minute. And at first I saw a tree, and then I saw a Christmas tree. So perhaps you are going to begin to see the fruits of your labor or manifestations by the end of this year, around Christmas, around December, if you don't, if you're not a practicing Catholic or Christian, right? So let's begin. Let's see what the cards have to say. What is happening now for the collective Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay. So we got, I'm going to get birds of a feather because I saw this first and then this afterwards. So birds of a feather. This is what's happening now. Perhaps finding your soul tribe. You know that saying, birds of a feather flock together. So walking away from people that, are not in alignment with your highest good, that do not understand your spiritual evolution, your spiritual journey perhaps, or that do not support you. And if you're, tuning into this, you are on your spiritual journey, your spiritual evolution of self. And you very well know that this is an ongoing process. I also want to excuse my nails as I've been back to work the past couple of weeks, and I work in the kitchen, so I work with my hands. However, irrelevant to the reading, so let's just tune into the message, okay? So really finding your soul tribe, I feel like you're walking away from a group of people, even societal norms. I'm getting like the Hierophant, organization, traditional beliefs, and walking towards something that really is more in alignment with your soul's calling. Number 25. And then we have great big love. And this is what is going to be gifted to you, and not only as, great big love with someone else, but really learning to love yourself, to put yourself first, to realign yourself with people, places that are of equal give and take. I want to say equal energy, of a like energy. And that's where you find your soul tribe, people who really support and understand you, that you don't really have to explain, who do not pass judgment. And that is a great big love. And you will attract auspicious opportunities to you as you remain in that energy. Awesome. So now I'm going to read from the Oracle deck, Sag. Number 25. Let's see here. Give me a second to find it. And this is love. Yeah. So this is love. Oh, look. And we have number 25 and number 26. Would you look at that? So it's you're elevating. You're going to the next chapter. You're moving into the next phase. From 25 to 26. I just noticed that. You're going to the next level in your ascension. Beautiful. Number 25, birds of a feather, key concepts, sharing, community, a sense of belonging, fellowship with like-hearted people, understanding the concept of we before me. And really take deep breaths, the breath of Trinity, breathing in and breathing out 3 times, and ground yourself. As you look at this card, Sag, really see what comes towards you. What messages are you receiving at this time? Have you ever wondered how people naturally gravitate to one another and discover a surprising intimacy and connection? There is a kind of magnetic energy, like an invisible ray of light, that gently pulls people together to form something beautiful that can be shared. As in the saying, birds of a feather flock together. Exactly. It comes from an instinctual need for belonging, you might say. We need community to survive, to thrive, and grow. We humans are social creatures, after all. None of us are meant to be alone. The concept of belonging is playing an important role in your life currently. Perhaps you recently found yourself in a group where you knew you were in the right place. Trust those strands of connections, for now is a time to thrive in the community. What you will find is a deeper and more expansive way of looking at the world by baring yourself to others and sharing ideas, hopes, and dreams. However long you stay here is the journey of becoming who you're meant to be. Connecting to community and participating in fellowship is the best thing for you right now. You will flourish as part of a network of like-minded and like-hearted people. Stick to what feels good and resonates with your heart as true. When you understand the value of this community, you will discover everything you're hoping for and much more than you're expecting. Isn't that beautiful? And then we have number 26. A great big love. Love without conditions, romantic love, and how that experience changes you. Deep and profound harmonious connections, soulmates, beautiful. Love heals all wounds, begins all life. It sustains you when you are starving for grace, when you stumble and fall, and when you lose sight of your purpose and fall prey to the limited perspective of the ego. Now is the time to fall in love and call in the awareness of the great big love that made you, which is never pulsing through your veins. Which is ever pulsing through your veins. Excuse me, silly. There's a heightened sense of awareness in the beginning stages of a relationship, when nothing else matters but who is in front of you. You see them, you see yourself in them, and you move in sync with the canvas of your heart. You surrender to the magic you share and engage in a harmonious dance that is seamless in its movements, rising and falling with each moment, each breath. Beautiful. Although this card may portend such an intimate connection, you don't have to wait for a partner to experience it. You're being invited now to explore love in all its beauty. Can you love without conditions, without needing things to be perfect? Do you love your life, what you do, and how you contribute to the world? Today, invite love with a capital L into your inquiry. You will be amazed at what your very question may be changed as a result. Love is the strength you need today, the lens you must look through to find the truth and your way. Love is the way, the only way, and the only answer. Beautiful. Okay, Sag. So I'm going to be getting some more guidance and advice from past, current, and near future energy. Let's see what's going on with all the Saggies out there. What is the past energy for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What is past energy for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? The Knight of Wands. There you are. That fleeting energy, that unstable, in and out, you know, people only taking what they need from you energetically, you know, for that ego boost. That player energy is in the past. So that's something you've been working on. That's something that you've been healing, that you've been walking away, a situation that you had to confront, that you had to face in order to move forward into this great big love that is here. What is the current energy? Okay. Current energy, the Devil, Capricorn energy. This is the toxic energy that binds you towards this Knight of Wands, that is keeping you in this player energy or this unstable energy. And this is why the birds of a feather and a great big love is here, because this is what is here for you. This is what you have to tune into. You have to learn to love yourself first. Put yourself first, your needs first, your wants and desires. Are you overgiving that is leaving you drained? Because you have this soul tribe that is around you, that is supporting you, that wants to see the best for you. But somehow you have been dealing with a player energy, or even playing yourself and going through a toxic cycle, and realizing that you have to cut the chains that are binding you. And a toxic cycle doesn't have to be so detrimental. It could be like your negative thought beliefs on what you are worthy of. Am I worthy of this love? And yes, you are worthy of this love. And once you begin to see that you are worthy of this love, you will attract people that see that in you. Friendships, partnerships, relationships. What is in the near future for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? You got to get yourself out of this toxic cycle of being around people that are not in alignment for your highest good. I feel like there's like this one last strand of a cycle that needs to be released. Exactly. Because you're walking away from this energy. Exactly as I was saying. So like there's this one last strand, this one last chain that is holding you, and then you're going to walk away. And the next full moon, whenever the next full moon is, I don't like putting timestamps or time frames on anything, because energy is fluent, right? It's ever in motion. So it's just a matter of connecting and aligning with this message. So whenever you connect and align with this message, it is in April. I don't want to go that far in advance. However, I am being called to say by the end of the next powerful new moon, I believe, or full moon, excuse me, is the end of April, if I'm not mistaken. And you will begin to see and illuminate, it will be illuminated for you, this new path that you're walking towards as you've walked away from this toxic cycle, this toxic energy, because there is a great big love here. And what you will discover is that is within yourself first. And you are walking towards people who are going to support that, who are your soul tribe. Amazing energy, Sag. This is great. This is you recognizing, this is being illuminated for you. Really doing the groundwork and recognizing through this great big love, through this self-love, through self-healing, through self-worth, that you are worthy of more than this toxic cycle of people coming in and out and taking advantage of your energy, taking advantage of that sense of adventure that us Sagittarians have, that sense of life that we have, those go-getters and always in a good mood and happy-go-lucky people, and people who are only siphoning that energy, that toxicity around people that they are not even consciously aware of sometimes. And it can be walking away from a Capricorn, or even someone that has Sagittarian in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sag. So I'm going to be asking the Archangel Animal Oracle cards for your spirit animal guidance and advice for Sagittarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. Let's see. Oh, beautiful. Owl, listen to the messages of the angels. And look at that full moon with that dove. The owl represents the all-knowing, understanding consciousness of the universe, the ever-seeing eye that is always supporting you, flowing you, guiding you, that has your back, bringing in peace in that next full moon at the end of April for you. I'm going to read the additional guidance of Owl. Give me a second. LMNOP. I'm wasting the alphabet now. There we go. So the additional guidance message for Owl, Sag. Look at that. Beautiful. This is the card of the wise teacher, and you are being advised to use your knowledge carefully. You're not just imparting information. When you communicate, the energy in your aura is raising the frequency of those you speak to and helping to enlighten them. This is a sacred mission. Start to notice how people are drawn to you and choose your words judiciously. I can't pronounce it, but you get the drift. Because you have more impact than you realize. Be aware that you are clearing and cleansing the energy around you. This means that you need to take extra care of yourself and rest more. Give yourself time to absorb the messages of the angels. And that is exactly what you are walking towards. Look at this. I just want to point this out, Sag. You're walking away from that unstable energy, the in and out, the fleeting energy, the toxic cycles, toxic people, by nurturing and loving yourself. As you are being supported and grounded by your soul tribe, and you're being shown and led the way by the universe. And by the end of the month, in that next full moon, look at that, here and here, that full moon is going to be very powerful, where you receive key codes and downloads from your guardian angels, from your ancestors, from your starseed family even. So take the time to really nourish yourself, releasing what no longer serves you and that is in the highest good for you. And it's okay to let go of the shame, let go of the guilt that you may be holding on to, and know that you are worthy of a great big love. Beautiful energy. Sag, I pray that you guys have gotten some sort of guidance and clarity on how to move forward. I am wishing you good health, peace, and above all, self-love. Stay well.